Yo, what's going on, family? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. Today, we're going to be talking about this Trevor Bauer story. Now, everyone's already exposed the fact that this young lady was lying on him. Nothing new, another accuser out for money. So, if you don't know the backstory, Trevor Bauer, MLB player, was accused of sexual assault and rape and all that kind of stuff. Comes out through text because she's that stupid even in 2023. She was telling her friends that she is looking for a new victim. In those words, what should I steal from him after meeting him? Says that she's going to use sexual kinks that involve violence and physical force to develop proof of what she was going to accuse him later. Comes out in text. She's trying to walk it back and, add more context, which is not needed. But we have this guy who I haven't seen since I was probably a teenager. I remember this guy, Dan Lebitard, on ESPN. I thought this guy fell off the face of the earth. Glad to see he's alive and well, but I'm not glad to see this because this quite literally could be one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life, ever around anything. Okay, now, is he being legitimate about his stance? I would wager no. He knows where his bread is buttered. I don't know if this is ESPN related, but he was on there, so maybe he's trying to get back or keep a show on there. I don't know. But pandering to minorities is something that a lot of these people do. So he's going to have the worst take. And the reason why I know this dude could possibly be full of shit, I haven't seen this show. I've never seen it, so I could be wrong. But this guy has got a thing called Black in My Day. In the 3 to 4 minutes that I saw of this segment, it's like 5 or 6 white people, not a nigga in sight. We talking about Black in My Day with this little P. Diddy looking cartoon over here. Like, what is the point of that? Are you trying to hey guys, we're down, watch our show? Like, I don't get it. And I mess with white people. I'm very cool. I mess with y'all heavy. I like everybody really. I judge more character. But yeah, I don't understand this. But let's get into the video and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
David, let's go back to this Bauer conversation because I'm legitimately confused. What happened?
Me too.
I'm legitimately confused. What happened? Why are you making that face at me?
Well, how far back do you want to go? You want to just talk about what happened in the last 2 days? In the last 2 days, there was a claim. This is civil, not criminal. Trevor Bauer was never charged with the crime. There was a civil...
Exactly. That's your first red flag, but you're somehow trying to spin it. If this happened to you, this is a very serious accusation, and there's never been any criminal charges, that should be a red flag in favor of him.
Where Trevor Bauer sued his accuser, alleging that she got in the way of him making money.
Duh.
Because he wasn't playing professional baseball anymore because of what happened to his reputation.
Yes.
She countersued him, which is what happens when one person sues one person civilly, the other person sues back. So they're suing each other. Then, yesterday, the lawsuits were both dropped. They were settled. And word got out that Trevor Bauer did not pay this woman, whose name I'm not going to mention because I don't know that it's right to, and the woman did not pay Trevor Bauer. Nobody got any money, lawsuit over, and that's the end of it.
Okay.
Then Trevor Bauer went on Twitter and released a video saying, now I can talk. During the lawsuit, I couldn't, but now I can.
Okay, good.
Let me explain to you what kind of woman this woman is.
Okay.
And he went into a 3-minute exchange of victim blaming.
Victim blaming. I don't know if you guys are up to speed on this. I'll post a link of, what's been going on with them. But she, in text, black and white, is telling her friend that she is looking for someone to take money from. After she finds him, says that she's going to have daddy choke her out. She used those words. And then steal all of his money. And then brags about how now she's a millionaire because she's already plotting on his money. She's like, oh, the injuries that I wanted are there. Or, you know, even though they're not real injuries, but it was just like, you know, you play rough, marks are left, and she was going to use that as evidence.
And victim shaming, saying that she wanted money. She took a video of me while I was sleeping and her
She
face
did want
looks
money.
great. She looks happy. She texted her friend saying, I'm worth $51 million. Let's get him. Who's next on my list of players to have sex with and get their money? As though explaining why he beat the crap out of her without her consent because she wanted money. And by the way,
Then where's the criminal charges? Why is he not in jail if that happened, bro? He is literally just taking what the accusation was that she made publicly and said that is 100% Bible truth. They cannot literally believe this. They can't. There's no way that they legitimately think this is true, what she's saying. They're trying to get a certain demographic to come over, which they're not. But he's trying to pander to this whole woke bullcrap.
I never did that. Then, in the video, he actually lied.
About what?
And he said that the court said that I never did it. And that's not at all what happened.
So maybe he just doesn't understand how court works, but that's your big lie? How about him lying about the fact that he said he didn't do it and proving that he did? How about exposing that lie? If it's a lie, expose that one, not this. This is a technicality. This is just word mumbo jumbo. That's all it is. Okay, a lot of people don't realize that if you're acquitted doesn't mean that you're innocent. You know, there's differences. Yes, there's nuance. But come on, man. This can't be the hill you're dying on.
When there's a domestic violence restraining order, the question is, does the court grant it? Does the court extend it? And what the court looks to, among other things, is there future harm? Is there imminent harm? And Trevor Bauer had said, I'm never seeing this woman again.
Okay.
And the woman had overstated her concern that he wanted to see her again. So the judge said there's no need for this restraining order.
Oh, wait. So he wants to see her again. She doesn't. The only way that they would see each other is if she would consent to the meeting. So if she was in that position ever again, it's because of her. A restraining order would not stop her if that's what she actually wanted. I know girls, and I've met women that have met the people that they've gotten restraining orders with. They've gone out of their way and still met these guys. So come on, bro.
I'm not going to keep it in place because Trevor is not going to be with this woman.
Okay, and then what?
They didn't talk about whether or not Trevor had beaten her up, whether or not Trevor had choked her out,
Okay.
or beaten her.
Well, did he see her again after?
She was unconscious. That was not the issue for that hearing. Then when the case was dismissed on the claims and the counterclaims, just the other day, settled, again, no finding of fact of what exactly happened.
Okay.
As a matter of fact.
No finding of fact, but you're sitting here saying that he beat the crap out of her without her consent. You literally just said that. And he beat her private parts. Like, look, I'm not a person that partakes in that, but I'm like trying to picture this happen. Like, is she sleeping with her legs wide open and he's there with like a hammer, like hitting it? Like, how do you assault someone's private parts while they, like, I don't know.
There was a thought.
Is he having sex with her while she's sleeping, or is he assaulting her? Because assaulting in my mind is like you're doing stuff and she's just sitting there like, I don't get it.
But Trevor's video would have you believe, hey, this woman was doing nefarious things. Then one last thing happened this morning. Trevor Bauer again came out with an entire diatribe of how the woman's lawyers are in violation and should be disbarred because they had videos and emails that they did not turn over on discovery. Let me explain the law here. If you are found to have violated discovery rules, the judge, under all scenarios, can impose sanctions, can force discovery, can reopen cases, can go all the way up to disbarment. What Trevor Bauer is saying happened, if it did happen, it is a very, very big deal. But there is zero proof. It is merely him, along with his agents, trying to steer the narrative so that he can work in Major League Baseball again.
The irony There is no proof of what she said, and you're going to bat for her. There is no proof. Nothing has been proven. If we were to line up proof on both sides, he's definitely proven his case a little bit more, which is why everyone except you goofies are taking her side, but everyone else is taking his. Even women. There's women interviewing this lady that are like, you're full of shit. Like, I don't know what your motivation is maybe their whole thing is kind of going against the grain. This is just what they always do. I don't know. Or if the viewership is lacking, because even when I did watch ESPN, I never found him to be the most engaging or charismatic. I always thought he was just kind of like a throwaway character. But I am like stunned at what I believe to be not genuine thought on here. I don't think they're being legitimate. Genuine here. But if they are, the fact that they can't see the irony in that everything they're saying can be applied to the other side. She never proved anything. There's text coming out against her that she can't even say, hey, no, these texts will put it into the proper perspective. She has never come out and said, no, well, these texts are missing, and you could clearly see that it's not towards him, or there's something. She has never made her claim to why what he is saying is false. I mean, I just don't understand it. I've never seen a take like this. It's actually disgusting that a bunch of dudes would sit here and say all this kind of crap. I mean, regardless of gender, but especially you would think like, come on, guys. Like, if you don't like how it went, you don't like this dude, don't say anything at all. But to come out here with that kind of stance is crazy. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I'm out.